Hello, my name is Kate Cherry. I'm the Regional Director of the Athena Network in Bedfordshire and St Albans, and we're here doing a member spotlight interview with the lovely Lisa Kyriacou Faulks, who is a member of our St Albans Athena group. Welcome, Lisa.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. So on this sunny morning, we're going to be talking about social media, because your business is actually social media, isn't it? So Lisa takes the social media management seat within our St Albans Athena group. And what Athena is business networking and development for women who are either self-employed, part of an SME or own an SME, or they might be executives responsible for business development for their company. And our three pillars are connection, support and training, meaning that we're not just networking, you will also get support as a network between us, and that's the national network, but also the group you're a member of. And then we have training in all of our meetings, and of course that connection and collaboration goes far beyond the meeting that you attend, because there's so many opportunities available. So one thing I like to do is highlight our members if they're happy to come on to Zoom and do a recording, and we put it out there for other people beyond the network to find out more about what they do. And so Lisa, shall we start by just tell us about what your business and social media elements and what it is you do?
As you said, my business is called Social Elements, and I work with businesses to improve their social media presence. So I help them with training, consultancy, ongoing organic social media management, and I also help with paid advertising services on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram as well.
So actually you cover all the spectrums of doing it. It's the training for DIY, but then also managing that for someone, because I guess businesses have different needs, don't they, I guess?
Yeah, exactly. Some businesses prefer to manage their social media in-house, and they just want some training and know how to get started, and that's where I come in. Or other businesses just prefer to hand it off completely to an expert in that area. So I can cover all angles.
So when we talk social media platforms, is it everything? So it's your LinkedIn's, your Facebook's, your Instagrams, your Twitters. Or is there the preferred outlets you work on more, or is it a bit of everything?
It's a bit of everything. I tend to work more with LinkedIn and Twitter because the kind of clients I work with are healthcare and life science businesses, and so just by their nature they have a stronger presence on LinkedIn and Twitter. But yeah, for some clients Facebook's the best platform, or Pinterest. It really depends on the client and their needs, and I advise them as part of the social media strategy that I put together in the beginning.
Brilliant. So healthcare and life sciences, did you say?
Yeah.
Life science. So you must have quite a wide spectrum of different types of businesses. What types of businesses are those, your sort of ideal clients?
That is quite a broad area, you're right, and they do vary. So at the moment I'm working with a university. It's their medical school, helping them to improve their social media presence. But I've also worked with startup biotechs. So they have like a medical product that they want to promote and use social media to support that. So I've worked with those as well. I've also worked with healthcare charities as well. I've worked with a breast cancer charity. I think ultimately they all have the same goal, and that's to improve their social media presence and get their voice heard online.
So how did you come to do what you do? What's your background? What led to the business?
Well, my background's in pharmaceutical drug development, really, which is why I tend to work with companies working in that area. So I studied science at university, and then after that worked in research for a while, and then I went to work in the pharmaceutical industry, mainly in oncology. And then, like most people do, once I had children, I wanted to have a more flexible career and have something where I could work around my family. So I retrained in social media marketing, because I thought that would be quite a good thing to do flexibly and freelance. And also I was aware that the kind of the life science and healthcare industry were a bit behind the times in terms of having a digital presence. So I thought there'd probably be a bit of a gap in the market there. So I retrained in 2016, and then started up Social Elements in 2017.
That's amazing. So were you able to, I guess, it's quite a smooth transition in terms of your subject matter, that pharmaceutical scientific side of things, that is where you decided to implement your business, I guess. So
Yeah.
there was a
Yes.
good link there.
Yeah, and I find a lot of the time those businesses are held back from using social media because they struggle to find a marketing expert that understands the industry and understands the subject matter, and that's where I come in really. I think it gives them more confidence to outsource that piece of work to someone who understands it. And I think a big part of social media is you do need to be able to understand the business and the subject matter to talk about it with authority. And at the end of the day, you're the voice of that business, and so you need to understand.
I love that, because not only did you understand the business, but also with your new hat on, you understood the need and
Yeah.
what was missing. So that's pivotal, I guess, isn't it, for any business?
I think so. I think sometimes they don't realize they need it. So.
Yeah, well, I always say but we say it in networking as well, is you start out, whatever it is, whether someone's an accountant or they do what I do, you're passionate about, and you know how to do the thing you do, the business part, the product, the service, but you don't count, especially when you are self-employed, for example, you don't count on also being the finance director, the marketing person, this, that, and yet you need someone who knows that. And I guess more and more small companies are out, rather than getting their own teams in, they're outsourcing that work, aren't they? So you sort of outsourced social media management.
Yeah, and you can't do everything as a business owner. You just can't. So you need to work where your strengths are, I think, and outsource the other parts.
Absolutely. So so you've been a member of our St Albans Athena group, which launched online days after lockdown, didn't it? We went online a week before as an organisation, and I think you'd already booked on, hadn't you? And it was, by the way, we're virtual now. It will be in person one day. But so you came along, and so why did you join? What appealed to you?
I think it's important to have a networking group local to your area. Most of my clients are remote from Hertfordshire, actually, but I find a lot of my training and consultancy clients I find through networking and sort of local to the area. So it's really nice. I think networking is nice for to build your own business, but also to find other people to work with to support you in your business. So it has like a dual function. And I chose Athena because I'd already visited a Cappuccino Connection, and I'd subbed for somebody else at another Athena network, and just really liked the ethos behind it. I quite liked the structure, and the regular meetings, and I'd heard good things about it.
I love that. What's been a highlight for you so far? Although we've been online entirely for the moment, we haven't seen each other in person. What's been something you've really enjoyed?
I quite enjoyed the networking training, actually. I thought that was good. It helps you to network effectively. And actually the virtual meetings have worked really well. I like it when we go into the separate breakout rooms on Zoom. I think that works really nicely. And it's nice being part of a new group as well, I think. So there's quite a few members, isn't there, already? Yeah. And I think because of the free pass thing where people can visit lots of different groups, we've always had quite a few members visiting as well, which has been nice.
It's been brilliant, hasn't it, to have people from all over really come along. I have had people say that they've done different but also more business while online, because they've had that opportunity to go to more places, but also interestingly that they've built relationships in a different way, maybe more solidly than they would have in person, especially like you say, the breakout rooms, which is really useful. So
there's that element of we're all in it together kind of thing, isn't there?
Yeah. And I think also you have all those complexities around when you walk into a room of people you don't know. Who am I going to go and talk to? You're relying on someone walking up to you, introducing themselves, which is where you can see if a group, how well a group is run, because someone should introduce you to someone else, but that doesn't always happen. Whereas I guess with the online, you guys haven't had the choice. We're just putting you in a room with people and that's it. That's the room. Which actually has worked really well for some people. But back to you and your business, what is next for you? What are you excited about? Obviously, at the moment, we just discussed offline that we're really excited about having a break.
Yeah.
With our families, because even though we've been online, it's just we haven't stopped, have we? And I think it's all of a sudden we've been expected to be everything for everyone. But what are you excited about beyond that?
Well, I'm putting together my first online LinkedIn course, which I'm really excited about. So prior to lockdown, I used to deliver LinkedIn workshops face to face, and then obviously in lockdown it became apparent that I couldn't do that anymore, and so I thought maybe running an online workshop would be quite a good idea, and it's kind of expanded from a workshop to a 6-week course. So but I'm quite excited about it. It's going to be full of training and interactive Zoom calls, and we're also going to have a LinkedIn group where people doing the course can join in, and so it's kind of more than just a course. It's going to provide a bit of a community and supportive feel, and obviously as a side effect there'll be a bit of networking as well, because everyone's doing the course together and hopefully they'll help each other out. So that's the first for me, but I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's a positive that I've already done the face-to-face course, because I've already got the content ready for it. So that's the main thing, and I think that's going to keep me busy for the rest of the year, really. And I'm also looking forward to taking on some new clients as well. I have some existing clients finishing, so I have space for some more clients at the latter end of the year.
Fantastic. So with the LinkedIn course, and we got a taster of that with your business development talk in our meetings. Is it last month or the month before? So what does someone need to be going through in their mind about their LinkedIn at the moment to know that actually that's for me, I need to be doing that?
I think especially at the moment, everybody's thinking about a potential recession that's coming, thinking about how to safeguard their business and develop a bit of a pipeline of customers. So I think it's for anybody who wants to improve their LinkedIn presence or even get on LinkedIn. So I'll be starting with the absolute basics. So it's really for anybody, right through to how to use it for good lead generation and to get leads, which is ultimately why we want to use LinkedIn. I find a lot of people feel like it's a bit of a grown-up place and it's a bit scary, LinkedIn, and it really isn't. It's just another social media platform which is aimed at professionals, and it's been shown to be the best social media platform for generating leads and for building connections and contacts
and starting conversations, from what I've seen as well.
And they're adding new features all the time, which do make it a bit more like Facebook, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think it's improving the communications between people, definitely. Yeah, so it's for anybody really who wants to get better on LinkedIn.
Awesome. Lisa, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to interview you today. What's the best way for people to contact you?
Well, my website is under construction at the moment. It's being updated, so probably not via my website, but you can email me at lisa@socialelements.co.uk, or you can message me via Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, any of those
And I will
platforms.
tag you on this so people can find you that way. Fantastic.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your time.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. We have no meetings now until September. If you would like to join us in September, I run the 5 groups in Woburn, Bedford, Luton, Redbourne and St Albans, although I'm calling them St Albans North and St Albans South. We also have Cappuccino Connections, so connect with me to attend one of those. I'll also be launching a virtual only group in the autumn, so do watch out for that. What we've realised is that people are really enjoying this virtual mode, and for some people it's suiting their lifestyle better to not have to drive somewhere, to be able to fit it in around the kids, to not have to worry about the childcare, or literally there are challenges with them actually traveling out to networking. So we'll be launching that in the autumn, so keep your eyes out. Thank you very much and have a fantastic summer. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.